Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the sunny shores of Fatality Field here in Arizona for a divisional matchup in the Western Division of the SFL between the Vancouver Legion and the Arizona Scorpions. I'm Brendan Walters. Alongside me in the booth tonight is DJ Kilgannon. DJ, we both just caught a long-distance quick flight over from Indianapolis. I was wearing the headset on the coaching sidelines there, and you were up in the booth doing a great job as always. But here we are now, and this is going to be a really great matchup.
Yeah, I do. I completely agree with you there, and it's a pleasure to be up here with you, gotta say. But yeah, I think, this game, despite these guys' record, I think it has a shot to be a really good game. Like you said, Vancouver, they boast the team's best passing attack offensively, by far, really, and one of the best run defenses in the entire league. In Arizona, they're right behind them as far as defense. Second in the league in yards allowed, and third best in pass defense. So, a 2-2 all-time matchup, record between these two guys. And I think it's going to be a little bit better than some people might expect.
Strength versus strength here tonight in Arizona. And you mentioned the 2-2 all-time record split here. The last two games have been won by the home team. So Arizona looking to maintain that streak as we're underway here at Fatality Field. Going to be received at about the 5-yard line by Vancouver. Brought up, shaking a tackle, Nakai, bringing it out to the 28-yard line, and that will bring out this offense helmed by quarterback Christian Brown. And as you said, DJ, the number one passing attack in the league so far this season. They've gone with a lot of the empty look sets, the 5 wides here. They've really trusted that passing game, and so far it's paid off for them.
Yeah, it absolutely has. Nick Lockett playing at an all-star level, along with Brett Killian himself having another all-star season. And, what else do you expect from a Hall of Famer?
Absolutely, and they're going to come out here empty back set immediately. First play of the game, 2 tight ends on the line there, and they'll send Bear in motion to the back. Interesting utilization for the rookie wideout here. Brown will throw, looking right side, wide open. Lockett gets a quick first down for this team here, and that's what we've seen all season, DJ. They love to attack the intermediate to deep routes, 10 to 15 yards down the field. Quick passing from Brown's really been the motor behind this offense.
Yeah, it absolutely has. And, everyone in this receiving core is over 11 yards per catch. And I think that, it's a perfect example. Like you said, they really like to go with those deep to intermediate routes. They take advantage of the coverages, breaking zones really well.
3 receivers left side here. Arizona showing zone. They'll go with the draw play here, and Bravado will pick up 2. A nice hit there by Moore on the defense. We'll walk you through that offense for the Legion. Quarterback Christian Brown, halfback Ike McBride, fullback Pseudo Nakai and Mateo Bravado. Wide receivers Nick Lockett, the Hall of Famer Brett Killian, Ezekiel Bear and Lelia Nakai, tight end Sharona Bravado and John Michael Suddeth, and a full offensive line complement will get to them right after this play as they send Nakai in motion out as a wide receiver here. Interesting utilization. They'll pitch left side there, and the lead block did set up for a couple. McBride will pick up a few and make it a short 3rd and 4.
I really like that play call. Kind of a unorthodox way to get your fullback involved in the blocking scheme, sending Nakai out to the left side to get it, more of an advantage on the blocking, and it worked decently.
Have a set here, but they'll go to the air. Brown rolling out of the pocket. Felt a little bit of the pressure there, but it was wide open down the field. Nothing but green grass in front of him. He picks up at least 15 yards on the quarterback scramble there. Excellent use of his mobility.
Yeah, and Christian Brown, people might not think about it as much. He has 9 touchdowns through the air, and with how dominant their passing attack is, that's, likely where your head goes to. But he also has 4 rushing touchdowns to his name this season.
He's been doing it on the ground and through the air. A little bit of the Lamar Jackson showing for Christian Brown this season. He's been excellent, really rebounding from a disappointing season back in last season. Oh, that one is tipped away by Arizona. Number 44 on the defense there. That's Everett Garrison, the corner, cleaning up that one.
Yeah, a lot of coverage there, and we talked about it pregame. If anyone is going to be able to slow down this Vancouver passing attack, Arizona is going to have one of the best shots to do it.
2 receivers left, 1 right here. Brown will throw, time in the pocket, looking down the middle of the field. Lockett had it and dropped it. Pass broken up by Smith down the field there. That is a big hit from the defensive back there.
Yeah, laid the wood. Bernard Smith came in at full speed and just lit the receiver up there, popping the ball out. Really nice heads-up play to save your team and set him into a 3rd and long.
3rd and 10, 5 wide here. Looks like potentially zone coverage again from the Scorpions defensively. And they will back off here. Brown with time, rolling out of the pocket there, runs out of time. There was nothing open down the field there, and that's a big sack for number 64, Alex Constantine.
Yeah, like you said, a really nice chase down sack, and getting his first on the year is Alex Constantine. And, Charles Brown, there was, kind of the stunt blitz from that middle linebacker, and middle linebacker didn't end up coming, kind of backed off in coverage, might have thrown Christian Brown, might have thrown him off a little bit, and he tried to take off, and that time unable to go anywhere.
Drive ending just before field goal range there. He probably would have wanted about 10 more yards to have a comfortable shot at that one, as Punk will bring it out to the 17-yard line. And that will bring out Arizona's offense for the first time tonight here, helmed by Ashley Jackson, a longtime stalwart quarterback in this league. And, this offense has been, I think you'd have to say middle of the road, maybe slightly above average so far this season. What do you think they're going to have to focus on tonight, DJ?
Really lessening those turnovers. I think that's really going to come down to it. Ashley's, having a bit of an off season. You do not see a lot of that from her, and that's a good start.
Man, Vancouver brought the blitz there, but it's dealt with well. And there's Yayo Montana making his first catch of the game. Someone who, really was a big off-season pickup last season for this team and has, really settled in well here in the desert.
Yeah, and shout out to him. There was some aggressive press defense going on that side. Right before he broke away and was able to make the catch and really good coverage.
Split back set here for Jackson. They'll run up the middle there and pick up 3 yards. Big hit delivered there, but DJ Moses manages to get a nice pickup. And so far, this offense chugging away well. We'll walk you through that offense. Quarterback Ashley Jackson, halfbacks Brad Jones and DJ Moses the second, fullback Bismarck Wright, wide receivers Donnie Hands, Buchanan Simons, Yayo Montana, and TJ Punk. And the tight end, Will Todd, will get to the line after this one. Oh, that one opens up well for Jones. That's a first down. And speaking of that offensive line, they did a great job there.
Yeah, I really like that play call there from Arizona. They brought their 2 inside backers to blitz the A gap, both of them on each side of the center. And, they handed off to the B gap right outside of that blitzing middle linebacker and left a lot of room in the middle of the field to take off.
Let's name some names here. Tackles Patrick Kelly and Sean Crooked. Guards Kiara Storm and Kiara Sting. And the center Stan Clark making up this offensive line here. They've been doing a good job so far dealing with the blitzes there. Jackson just rolls past the blitz. Throwing down the field. She's got a receiver. And that one is well down the field there. Great job for TJ Punk. And this offense is clicking early here, DJ.
They are. And shout out to Ashley Jackson with a beautiful play-action handoff. If she didn't have such a good play-action handoff, that blitzing linebacker would have smashed her into the turf. But thankfully, the linebacker bit like, they were getting fed, and it was just a really good look there.
Yeah, Marquise Reed taking the bait there. Definitely going to have to watch out for that because, Ashley Jackson, she's got a good arm, but she really has got great wheels there. She's got the good mobility. You're going to have to watch out for that if you're Vancouver. Blitz again there. This time back to Montana on the left side with a one-handed catch. And so far, Vancouver's bringing a lot of pressure here, DJ, and Arizona is dealing with it expertly.
They really are, letting their backs come in and block when they need to. The offensive line holding up just as good as usual. Ashley, she isn't new to pressure, right? I mean, she's only been sacked 1 time this season, which is a crazy stat to think about. But, so far, regardless of that low stat, she's handling the pressure really well.
First and goal here. Joker set for Jackson. They'll throw out of it, trying to go to the right side there and unable to connect with her target. That was number 11, Donnie Hands over there. And, DJ, you mentioned the 1 sack so far this season for Ashley Jackson. When we were coming into the season, Arizona lost a bunch of their offensive linemen. A pair went to Denver, and I believe 1 went somewhere else here. So Eddie Gage was really focused on shoring up that offensive line again in free agency through the offseason. And so far, it looks like they've done a great job running to the right side there. Oh, man, he's so close. Brad Jones brought down just a half yard short of the end zone. 3rd and goal now for Arizona.
Yeah, and you talk about that offensive line, such a big part. They picked up Kiara Storm, and I know they picked up some more in free agency to really bolster up.
Joker set again here, 3rd and goal. Half a yard to go to hit pay dirt here on their first drive of the game. Vancouver showing pressure off the edge there. Oh man, Moses was fighting for it on the weak side, but he couldn't get through. Blackman is the one to make the stop there on the goal line, and Arizona probably going to have to settle for a chip shot field goal here for Cliff Allen.
Yeah, and even with that tremendous blocking, you know, whenever the other team is expecting a run so heavily, even with such good blocking and a great scheme, it's going to be hard to convert.
Here's a stat for you, DJ. There are 9 All-Stars on this Vancouver defense here tonight. You know, that is insane. This defense is stacked with talent, and one of the All-Stars there making the tackle, Emmanuel Blackman, is a singular nod coming back in season 18, his 4th season with the team. But Arizona does tack on 3 points here, so as it gets kicked back over to Vancouver, we're going to have to see how this one develops here. It's been a good game so far.
Yeah, really, really competitive one, you know, after a few drives, and, you know, it's kind of what we expected, you know?
Absolutely. Nakai up to the 29-yard line. We'll walk you through the rest of that Scorpions offensive line real quick. Tackles Patrick Kelly and Sean Crook. Sorry, that's the wrong team. Vancouver is who we're looking at here. Tackles Gregory Winnell, Leo Chang, and Rylan Caudill. The guard is Mango S. Moody, and the center Brunter Graham. And they are providing some good protection for Christian Brown so far this season. You know, he's been looking downfield a lot, and when you look downfield, you're going to need your guys to hold the pocket up for you and give you that time to keep your eyes on the prize here as Brown drops back again on the first down, and again looking downfield over the middle there. Nice catch by the rookie Ezekiel Bear.
Yeah, the big dog Sean Moore was all over that one, but all for naught as Bear was able to haul in a really contested catch. Nice concentration there, but a great throw from Christian Brown, able to trust his receiver to haul it in.
Bear, the 37th pick in the season 24 draft, you know, but he really flashed a lot of potential during his time in San Jose, and, you know, I think really Vancouver might have had themselves a steal in the later picks of the draft here, as they'll send Lockett in motion, shadowed by one of the Arizona DBs. Man coverage likely here as Brown will drop back, looking over the middle, short that time. It is caught by McBride, and that's a nice gain of 7.
And you talk about that rookie coming into Vancouver, and you got to think about it from that perspective, being a rookie on this team. They have the best passing attack in the league, and you're behind a Hall of Famer in Brett Killian. What a better spot to get thrust into.
Absolutely. I mean, the learning opportunities have to be enormous for a guy like Bear. They'll hand it off to Bravado, pushing up the middle there. I think he got stuck on his lineman a little bit there. It'll set up a short 3rd and 1 for the Legion.
Yeah, definitely got stuck behind the big bodies up front, and Sean Moore able to take full advantage of it and stop him just short of the yards to gain, and it's going to be another close one.
Another heavy set here for Vancouver. 3rd and 1. They'll pitch left side. McBride shakes a tackle, trying to get to the pylon. Stiff arm and out of bounds on the left side. Oh, it's dancing tightrope act on the left side there. McBride with a great run. That was a huge stiff arm there on number 44, Everett Garrison, to get that first down.
Yeah, and the first broken, I mean, that one, it looked like it was going to be tackled well before the sticks. But Ike McBride broke the first tackle, stiff-armed another Scorpion into the turf, and just kept churning those legs.
I think if you break a tackle from Adam Wiseman and Everett Garrison on the same play, you probably deserve the first down, DJ. I think you've earned it at that point.
Yeah.
Only 3 rushers here for Arizona, dropping back into pass coverage, but there's Brett Killian, his first involvement of the game, in the Hall of Famer down the field. Easy 20-yard catch for Vancouver.
There we were. We're waiting for that one, and finally found his big target over the middle of the field, and Brett Killian, not shy to any sort of contact, catches that one right in the face of 2 Scorpions.
I mean, have you seen the guy in real life, DJ? He's built like the Empire State Building out
like
here.
Like a moose.
I think he towers over like a moose. Exactly. He towers over everyone. He's got about the same wingspan as a pair of antlers, too. Brown dropping back, and there's Killian again, 4 yards on the pickup there. We'll walk you through the Scorpions defense. On the defensive line, D.D. Sachs, Alex Constantine, Hunter Norwood, and David Tilley. Linebackers, Big Dog, Sean Moore, J.R. Lawless, and Adam Wiseman. Corners, Xavier Rowe III, Terrell Davis, Ernest McCrae Sr., and Everett Garrison. And the safeties, Rain Rie and Bernard Smith, as they'll pitch out. McBride on the left side, trying to find some room, but not really much there to be found. J.R. Lawless makes the tackle.
Yeah, it took 2 there to bring down the runner, and not without some fight, laid one of them out onto the ground. And I mean, with that body being there was just enough to bring him down.
She's feisty tonight, McBride. Has 3rd down and 6 here. Brown in the shotgun, dropping back, looking to the back of the end zone. Caught Brett Killian, BK12, puts the first touchdown on the board here for Vancouver tonight, and they'll take the lead.
There we go. I was waiting for that one. Just breaks away from the defenders over the middle of the field. And really, as that play was developing, I thought Christian Brown was going to take off to that right side. Looked like there was quite a bit of room, but didn't need to. Trusted his receivers to get open, and who else but Brett Killian to find that open space.
Killian's 4th touchdown of the season so far. And I mean, he has had an excellent season. You know, this entire Vancouver team really, rebounding from a disappointing 5-7 campaign back in season 23 here. And so far, they have looked absolutely excellent as Christian Brown notches up his 10th touchdown of the season. So congratulations, Christian, on the big double-digit milestone here.
Yeah, and that's a really nice bounce-back drive. Arizona pins up the first points on the board with a really solid drive, and Vancouver bounces back just about how you expect them to.
Arizona going to get the ball back here. Down by 4 now, 7-3. It's still a tight one here. Anything could happen, and Arizona's offense has looked very good so far in this one. As Simons tries to shimmy out of a tackle, they're brought down at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I got roughed up on that return a little bit. Kind of got bounced around like a pinball before finally getting brought down. And he's been a little quiet as well on this offensive side for Arizona. But, I mean, to their credit, they've been running the ball quite a bit, and it's been working really well for them.
On the 25-yard line is where Ashley Jackson and this offense will get to take over again. You know, Vancouver just keeps showing this big pressure here. They've sent a lot of blitzes Arizona's way so far. And so far tonight, Arizona has dealt with them well. They run the ball right into the teeth of the beast there, and still, Brad Jones gets 2 yards.
Yeah, it was a really impressive run, and he pointed it out right before that play. Such a heavy set box, and I mean, it's either they're expecting the run or they're blitzing around the edge, always bringing that extra man to help stop it.
It looks a little bit lighter here on the 2nd and 8. They'll bring a linebacker down towards the line as Montana goes in motion to the left side. And they will bring an extra man there, and that time Moses was buried in the backfield there. Good job by Josh Farnsey to capitalize on the job there alongside DJ Woods.
Yeah, it's hard to stop that one. Woods, he was the linebacker that got brought down closer to the line, and Farnsey shot through that gap, and Woods came from the edge, and really, after getting stuck behind that lineman, there was nowhere to go.
Bunch set left side here for Jackson. Vancouver showing zone. 3rd and 9. Jackson rolls left. Looking left. Fires down the field. Montana's there. Great catch from the veteran. And he makes a nice play on the sideline there to keep this drive moving for the Scorpions.
Yeah, and a really nice catch. I mean, I guess the defender there thought maybe that Yayo wasn't going to be able to reach out and grab that one, was kind of anticipating the ball coming into their chest to try and pick it off, but unable to as Yayo made a nice play.
At the end of one, Vancouver up over Arizona 7-3. Aerial coverage of today's game is provided by Dags Droneworks. Aerial photography and videography services for real estate, events, marketing, and more. Learn more at dagsdroneworks.com as we get a beautiful shot of Phoenix there. You know, the saguaro cactuses and the beautiful desert landscapes out there. It's a little bit hot, DJ, but it is very pretty.
Just a smidge toasty out there compared to the rest of everywhere else right now.
Brett Killian making a joke. That's the road to Eddie Gage's house. Oh! There's a fumble on the field there. Recovered by Arizona. Heart in the mouth moment there for Brad Jones, putting it on the turf. But Kiara Sting, the guard, is Johnny on the spot to pick that one up.
Johnny on the spot indeed, able to dive onto that one. And, you know, to the credit of her, because if she didn't, that would have been disastrous for the Scorpions.
2nd and 12. For Arizona now, have to settle down after potentially getting very close to a turnover there. They'll send TJ Punk in motion to the left side. Jackson will throw, facing the pressure. Punk wide open one-on-one and beats Emmanuel Blackman to the ball there and to the first down marker.
You know, and it's tough because Vancouver, and you can see it on this replay, they are always bringing someone extra. And especially if you're going to have only a few guys downfield with how many Arizona has on route trees, it's going to be hard to stop. And TJ Punk is not going to, not make a play in the light coverage.
Absolutely. I mean, this entire wide receiver core is full of playmakers. You got Punk, Hands, and Montana alongside Simons there, and there is Yayo Montana again down the field making another big play as this offense continues to motor. Let's get through that Vancouver defense for you real quick. On the defensive line, Bobo Caudill, Achilles Papatonis, Gerald Giudice, and Michael Rury. Linebackers Josh Farnsey, DJ Woods, Marquise Reed. Corners Emmanuel Blackman, Michael Lister, and Ron Hoff. And 3 safeties, Jack Russell, Drew Hamilton, and Mark Lopez, making up the secondary here for this Vancouver Legion defense as Punk gets the drop off there, trying to shake off Farnsey and gets close to the first down marker there, getting close to a goal-to-go situation here for Arizona. Their offense has been elite so far tonight.
Really has. It's done a really nice job of, counteracting the high-flying offense of Vancouver. And, so far, minus that fumble, they've done a nice job of, keeping turnovers to a minimum with the recovery.
Joker set here. Look at this. I mean, DJ, there's like 8 or 9 Legion defenders in the box here. It's got to be expecting a run here. And it is a run there. And, oh man, Brad Jones gets buried in the backfield there. And really, he had no chance. As soon as the handoff was given to him, Achilles Papatonis was in the backfield.
Yeah, talk about a Legion. I mean, so many defenders in the box. And one man just hits the runner, and Achilles Papatonis is just there to make the big play and get a nice tackle for loss.
Brad Jones, 5 attempts for 10 yards and a fumble so far. He has struggled to open the night against this front there. TJ Punk, touchdown. And Ashley Jackson hits right back, says, anything Christian Brown can do, I can do better. And there's a touchdown here for the home squad as they retake this lead.
Wow, nice play there from Ashley, and a great catch also by TJ Punk in really tight coverage. Got hit in the back as he made the catch, and surprisingly to me, TJ Punk's first touchdown on the season as this team's leading receiver.
That is surprising. I mean, it might be a case of, what was it, Dwayne Bowe back with the Chiefs couple seasons ago where he had all those yards and no touchdowns the entire season there.
Yeah.
As the extra points tacked on, and Arizona picking up the 3-point lead here. And I mean, so far, I think, DJ, we got to talk about this Vancouver defense continues to blitz and to bring the pressure. 6-man, 7-man blitzes, and Ashley Jackson is cool as a cucumber under pressure.
Yeah, and who else, right? Ashley, she's one of the most, well-respected and most veteran presences we have in the SFL when it comes to the quarterback spot, and I don't expect anyone else to be as calm and, just fortified in the pocket besides Ashley. And like you said, just cool as a cucumber out there.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line here for Brown, and the Legion offense going to have to answer back there. Oh, man, they had that one red in the backfield, but it doesn't work out for him. Instead, Bravado picks up an easy first down, and, man, someone got sent flying over there on that right side. I think it was,
yeah.
I'm not sure who that was, actually.
If I'm not mistaken, it was Alex Constantine. Maybe was expecting the runner to bounce it to the outside and kind of dove in anticipation, or maybe the blocker kind of shoved him down. Not sure, but regardless, left plenty of room for Bravado to run.
Sometimes you bet it all on black and you lose it all, DJ.
Yep, I know that's right.
5-man pressure here. Brown staying cool in the pocket there. Finds Lockett. Picks up 7. That is a nice pass there for this offense. As it feels like they're trying to settle down a little bit here. We've seen a lot more running in this game so far than we have in previous matchups from Vancouver.
Yeah, a lot more than I've expected, especially with how good this Arizona run defense is. And not to mention their pass defense is just as good. So maybe that's what Vancouver's trying to go for.
9 in the box here for the Scorpions. They are betting it on run. It will be a toss out to the right side. McBride manages to pick up the first down there. Got caught up a little bit, I think, on one of her wide receiver blockers, and if not, maybe could have had a few more yards. But either way, a nice first down.
Yeah, Ike is running with just such a full head of steam right now and not leaving any room for chance and just barreling over defenders left and right.
Brown stepping back, 4-man pressure there. That one trying to find Brett Killian, but a good job in the coverage there by Xavier Rowe III. Clamps him down and forces an incomplete pass.
Yeah, really nice play there. And Vancouver, I mean, the run is really working right now. And I think despite what their tendencies usually are to pass, I think running might be in their best interest for the rest of this, possession at least.
Will Todd trying to tell me in the chat he doesn't know who Dwayne Bowe is. You need to go back and learn your football, son, as Bravado takes a shot there from one of the defensive linemen for Arizona. I think that was big dog Sean Moore, the linebacker, but it will be 3rd and 10.
And with a few of his tackles stacked together, Sean Moore going to pass 800 of those on his career. Congratulations to the big dog.
Big milestone there for the inside linebacker. They'll go screen pass here on the 3rd down. Bravado put the stiff arm out, put the hit out, but couldn't get any more than 4 yards. 4th down now for Vancouver. And the first punt of the game, DJ, we're a quarter and a half into this thing.
Man, it's just so impressive because, with you mentioning that, it really just shows how methodical and how well-paced these drives are. They've cooked off so much time and done a really nice job of it.
It's actually the second punt of the game. I apologize. But TJ Punk brings it out to the 25-yard line for Arizona. And really, I think, the focus has got to stay on how well Ashley Jackson and this passing attack is dealing with the pressure that Vancouver's been bringing. We've seen it from them all season. They love to bring these heavy set pressures. And so far, Jackson really has remained unfazed.
Yeah, Achilles Papatonis and Gerald Giudice both have 4.5 sacks. They've been leading the charge for these guys.
Look at this. There's 6 down on the line here in a spread set. Jones goes right up the middle anyways and gets 7, so I suppose it works out for him in the end. But, just Vancouver continuing to show off these extremely heavy sets here and, really betting it all on the pressure getting in to Ashley Jackson's head and forcing those mistakes. So far, we haven't seen any.
Yep, none at all. They had the fumble earlier, but it went their way. They were able to pick it up, but besides that, really playing some good ball.
Fullback in motion to the right side there, and they'll run it right side. Moses with a hole, squeezing through there and picking up the 1st down, and he really had to get skinny for that one, DJ.
Yeah, they did, and to the credit of this offensive lineman, you can bring as many people as you want, but these offensive linemen know how to turn their bodies in ways and just push defenders back far enough to just make those small little holes in the gap. And when you have a fullback back there who's going to lay some nice blocks on that play, we saw it. It made the entire play. Bismarck Wright with a great block. Things are going to work out.
Yeah, Bismarck Wright, not necessarily, I think, a guy you classify as a fullback. He's a little small for one, but so far doing the blocking job he needs to there as Jones will pick up 3 on the left side. And, this rushing game so far has really not provided too much for the team. Brad Jones, the leading rusher right now, 20 yards on 7 carries. He has the fumble. DJ Moses, his backup, has got 4 attempts for only 7 yards rushing the ball here. So really most of the success has come through the air for this offense.
Yeah, for sure. It just helps that Vancouver is just packing the box up so much. There you see it, 8 people, 6 on the line.
Yeah, they'll run again up the middle there. I'm not sure who actually got the carry there. That would be the backup fullback, Tony Richardson, number 49 there for Arizona. So really trying to get everyone involved here to some extent and, just trying to grind out these yards bit by bit. They're staying committed to a balanced offense here, but almost certainly going to have to throw it here on the 3rd and 5. 3:30 left to go in the half. They'll send Simons in motion right side. 3 wide out, split back set. Jackson will roll left off the snap there. Looking over the middle of the field, has Montana down the field, and Yayo Montana is locked in a battle of the Titans right now with Brett Killian, I'd say, for best receiver so far in this one, DJ.
Yeah, and TJ Punk as well having a solid performance to his name, and Yayo, it's just the rhetoric of this entire game really so far. Catches in traffic, both teams holding on to plenty that they probably shouldn't, and it's really spelling an exciting one.
2 tight ends right side of the line for Jackson, facing a bit of pressure, just enough time to get it off there, and Punk down the field working on Blackman, and so far has had the measure of him in this one. And Ashley Jackson has been absolutely elite at dealing with the pressure, DJ. I'm going to give you the stats right now. 178 yards passing, 10 of 11, one touchdown, no picks. Elite performance so far from this quarterback.
With a 149 QBR, that is just insane.
Look at the chart there, DJ. There's one pass in the last 10 that was incomplete and only one other one that was under 10 yards receiving.
Yeah.
I mean, insane work from this passing attack so far tonight. As Jones will pick up one there, Woods, excuse me, with a quick tackle there. And these linebackers, I feel like they're doing such a good job in the run coverage, but the pass coverage, I think, is just where they're committing so hard to being up on the line there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's kind of just seems like the scheme they're going with. So many on the line, putting those linebackers so close to the line that it's just hard for them to get back far enough to play that pass coverage.
2 minutes left in the first half here. Brandon Walters alongside DJ Kilgannon here in the booth as we are watching an excellent game unfold so far tonight here. Arizona looking to add to their 3-point lead. 10-7 is the score at the moment from the 21-yard line. They'll hand it off. Jones shaking a tackle but can't get much more than a yard there. And it's going to be a long 3rd and 7 here. We're going to have to see Jackson air it out again if they want to get more than a potential 3-point try here on this drive.
Yeah, and with how this drive is spelling out so far in the entire game, really, for Ashley Jackson, that shouldn't be a problem. But it seems like a little bit less pressure now from Vancouver is going to be brought.
Jackson rolling right. You're right. Only 4. Oh, man, that one's tipped on the way to the receiver there. Lister, man, what a jump there from Michael Lister, the corner number 30. I think it was intended for Simons on the right side there, who was wide open. But unfortunately for Arizona, they're going to have to settle for the 37-yard field goal attempt provided by Cliff Allen.
Yeah, and that right there was absolutely a touchdown saving play. If Lister wasn't able to get his hand on that one, that for sure would have been 6. And the close field goal there got everybody on the edge of their seat. And Cliff Allen has been automatic all season. That would have been his first miss if he did, and it was really close.
I'm pretty sure that was right over the post there, DJ, which, I mean, it still counts. And as long as it counts, I'm sure Arizona will be happy, but definitely a hard-in-the-throat moment there for you. Oh, man. The 2025 SFL Convention kicks off the league's 25th anniversary season from July 10th to the 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of you there. You get a chance to meet all the stars in the SFL. Cameron Irvine, you get a chance to bask in the glow of the commissioner himself. I know, it's an honor and a privilege, truly. From the 20-yard line here for Vancouver now, Christian Brown stepping back, trying to answer back, and woo, man, Xavier Rowe the third there had his hands on that one again. He's stepped up in recent drives.
Yeah, he absolutely has broken up a lot of these close passes. And Brandon, you plan on going to the convention this go around?
Ooh, I'm not sure, actually. I would like to. I think it's a question of whether or not it's going to fit into my schedule, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. You never know. As we get a look at Brown's last 10, he's completed 7, but only for about 50 yards as Killian makes a nice catch over the middle there. Timeout called for Vancouver. That's the first of the half with about 1:10 to go here. And DJ, it looks like they want to get down in the field and try and add on some points right before halftime.
And really, to anyone watching, and to myself and to you, I don't think we think that's any surprise. We know what this Vancouver squad's about. They want to air it out, and they want to put points up.
Exactly. 5 wide here, over the middle of the field there. First catch of the night for the tight end. That's John Michael Suddeth coming over from the Revolution. Really one of the marquee free agency pickups across the entire league here. Coming over to Vancouver and providing that big frame for Christian Brown to target. 10 of 14, 106 and a touchdown right now for Christian. He's lagging just a little bit behind Ashley Jackson so far tonight, but both of them have played excellent games. Going to Lockett now on the right side and finding him for another first down.
Yeah, and you did mention just a little bit behind, but just such impressive quarterback play. Really, both of these quarterbacks with over 120 QBR. How often can you say you see that happen? It's just really outstanding.
Oh boy, got to take your breath every once in a while here, make sure Not going to pass out from all the excitement here. Sudeth goes in motion to the right side. Empty backfield here for Brown again, as per usual. Oh, man, up pressure up the middle, and that one gets through. Hunter Norwood, the Hall of Famer defensive tackle, gets the sack there. Less than a minute to go here as Vancouver will go in the hurry-up. Second down in about 12. As Brett Kill, the side there, wide open. He beat Rowe the third there on the coverage, and they're continuing the hurry-up here. 45 seconds to go.
Here we go. This is where it comes down to it.
Brown, right side, finds Mackay on the right side. Stiff arm, picks up 9. 2nd and 1 now from the 4-yard line. Vancouver, they might try a quick snap here. They might spike the ball and get into a different formation. They will. Brown puts it in the dirt here. 3rd and 1. 30 seconds to go in the half. Take a breath.
Yeah, talk about getting your breath. I gotta check my pulse. My goodness, just so many back-to-back high-powered plays, and my goodness, Vancouver is firing on all cylinders.
If you aren't standing up right now, you aren't alive, I'd say. Defense chants ringing through fatality field here in Phoenix. Man in motion, that's Nakai on the left side. 3rd and 1. 4 receivers left side here. Brown, quick drop back. He's got Smith in the back of the end zone, dragging those toes. Touchdown. Vancouver, they're going to try and take a 1-point lead here right at the end of the first half.
John Michael Sudeth getting his 2nd on the year and scraping along the back of that Arizona end zone. What a play there from Christian Brown to withstand the pressure that was being brought after such an outstanding drive.
I mean, Vancouver really executed the 2-minute drill to perfection there, DJ. You know, they used all 3 of the timeouts, had the time left down the field. They got down quick. You know, they spiked it when they needed to reset. They, continued to run plays when they felt like they could. And I mean, Vancouver taking the 1-point lead here. And this has been an excellent, excellent first half so far.
Exactly. All we hoped for and all we could have asked for, right? Just some high-powered offense. Ashley Jackson showing all those new folks in the league that, after a slow start to the season, probably one of the slowest she's had in a while, with 10 interceptions, just for 5 touchdowns, that isn't her. She is one of the best in the league, and this performance is stamping that onto everyone's mind.
I mean, yeah, no matter how slow she could start a season, she's always an absolute weapon for this team, and I think you can never really discount her.
Absolutely.
Man, I got to catch my breath a little bit there. That was a whirlwind of a drive. 22 seconds left to go here in the half. Ashley will take over at the 34-yard line here. We'll have to see if Arizona wants to try and answer back quickly or if they're content taking it to halftime. It looks like they are. They'll run the ball there, and Jones will get stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Will likely be the last play of the half here in what has been an excellent game to this point. Vancouver just holding a slim 1-point lead here. Arizona coming into this game marked as 8.5-point underdogs as Jackson will throw, dropping back there, has Punk down the field. Time runs out, unfortunately. Punk had Blackman's number again there. He's been excellently defeating his one-on-one matchup so far tonight, and Jackson gets to add on a few more yards to her tally. Punk 6 of 6, 116.
Those guys in the back better get some poutine ready for Emmanuel Blackman for saving that touchdown that surely would have been if he didn't make that tackle.
Man, headed into halftime here, Vancouver with a slim 1-point advantage away from. And this West Division matchup is everything we hoped it would be and more, DJ. Walk us through what you've seen in that first half.
I mean, we talked about it so much already, Brandon. Just such high-powered offenses. Christian Brown, Brett Killian, Nick Lockett, Ezekiel Bear, all these guys firing on all cylinders just like they usually do. And on the other side, Ashley Jackson and this Arizona Scorpions offense is coming back to full form, looking like the Scorpions of old and reminding the league how dominant they truly are.
Oh, man, it's been excellent. I mean, no turnovers, too. Something to note, DJ. Yeah. I mean, both of these offenses have just been so clean in their execution. It's been very, very impressive to watch, and I hope we'll get another great half here, but we'll take a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness. Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Breaks GPT. Featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more, Breaks GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Breaks GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, breaksgpt.com. Welcome back to Fatality Field. Brandon Walters alongside DJ Kilgannon in the booth with you tonight. In our stats truck, Justin Reside and Ike McBride doing great work as always. And SFL Commissioner Cameron Irvine pushing the buttons in the production truck from SFL headquarters as Arizona will take over here for the first offensive drive of the second half from the 20-yard line. Jackson will hand off up the middle of the field there. Jones with a bit more room than we've seen for the majority of the game for him, and he'll pick up 4.
Yeah, and Vancouver going back to the heavy defensive line set doesn't surprise me one bit. They're, tanking on pressuring Ashley. They're tanking on stopping the run like they have all season long.
They'll pitch out. Oh my God. Bobo Caudill absolutely obliterates DJ Moses on the left side or the right side toss there. Disgusting play from the defensive end.
I mean, Bobo Caudill got there before the ball did. Thankfully, able to hold on to it. My goodness, what a hit.
Woo-wee. Putting a stick out there. Yeah, they did. Third down now. Oh, man. Ashley Jackson finds Montana again on the left side there. Andy Hamilton makes the tackle, but not in time. And, someone who I think is taking a bit of a back seat here. He's said it himself in interviews that he's made a lot of cuts to his player. He's kind of, accepted more of a team player mentality. But Yayo Montana so far tonight is taking the star role here for this offense. 109 yards receiving. Him and TJ Punk really battling for that number 1 role.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both really, really showing up. 6 targets, 6 catches to their names. My goodness.
Simon's in motion to the right side. Jackson will throw. A little bit of pressure there. Oh, man, that one's off the hands of Will Todd. Unfortunate for the tight end not to get his first reception of the evening. It'll be 2nd and 10. And I mean, DJ, I think we have to highlight here, looking at this offense, 6 catches on 6 targets for Yayo Montana, over 100 yards. 6 catches on 6 targets for TJ Punk, over 100 yards. The rest of the receiving core, 3 targets, 1 each for Donnie Hands, Buchanan Simons, Will Todd. No catches.
Yeah. Really. Oh, goodness.
Oh, man. She gets it out just in time. And Montana again there. Excellent job by Ashley Jackson to sense the pressure there and get that one out just in time. Really took the shot.
Yeah, I think we kind of both saw that and lost our breath for a second at the same exact time. Ashley Jackson almost got turned into the middle of a sandwich. Thankfully, the halfback was able to clip one of them, but one of those blitzers hit Ashley full force after that throw.
I mean, it's just such a margin of inches here. DJ Woods was in pass coverage there, and his hand was right next to that pass, but unable to tip it down as Jones will pick up another 4 here. And this, it's always a game of inches. That's a classic saying. But, you can really see it in this game so far here tonight. A lot of these plays have really been decided by the finest margins.
Yeah, they absolutely have. Really comes down to the little things.
Screen pass here, trying to find Jones on the outside, getting him involved in the passing game, and he picks up a nice gain of 4. Sets up a short 3rd down and 2 as Arizona moves into the territory of the Legion here. Already past midfield again, needing a score to retake the lead, but so far this offense has been efficient and effective in this one tonight. 3rd and 2, Joker set here. They'll run it right side there, and this time Vancouver doesn't bring as much of the pressure there as we've seen in the past, and Richardson, the backup fullback, again getting involved and getting the first down.
Yeah, able to haul onto that one and push ahead for the first down despite the really early tackler meeting you there. It's a nice hefty run by the backup there.
Oh, Montana makes that catch somehow. I don't know how he got his hands on that one. He'll pick up 5 due to forward progress there. And I mean, he was double covered there, definitely, by Vancouver, and still Ashley Jackson fitted in the window to him.
I cannot believe he's still 8 for 8 on catches. That's blowing my mind with how often he is contested on these throws.
I mean, both him and TJ Punk on the perfect 100% success rate as that time the blitz gets in, and I think that was, who was that? Number 54. That might have been Woods, yeah, getting in early there, but I think the tackle credit's going to end up going to Drew Hamilton, the safety.
Yeah, and with that tackle, Drew Hamilton is going to pass a big milestone for his career, hitting 1,000 career tackles.
Woo, the big 1-0-0-0 as Simons on the right side there gets his first catch of the game. Finally, a target. Well, I say that Brad Jones just had a reception on this drive as well, but finally another wide receiver gets a touch that isn't named TJ Punk or Yayo Montana. Yeah. And a nice catch there for Buchanan on the right side. Gets him another first down.
Yeah, I mean, before that play, it's so crazy to think that Brad Jones had more catches than the rest of that receiving corps.
It's been a funneling targets type of game so far, but Vancouver really has not been able to shut down either of Ashley Jackson's premier receivers in this one, as Jones to the left side there. Oh, broke a tackle and had a little bit more daylight there. Farnsey just dragged him down from behind right as he was about to really bust that one loose.
Yeah, doing his best Ike McBride impression tonight, breaking tackles left and right. Another tough run in this game, and despite the not much success that these Arizona backs have got, they're trying their hearts out, and they're going to hit you hard.
They'll run to the left side again there. That's Richardson again, getting the carry. Blackman involved on the tackle and manages to stop him just short of the first down. But, I mean, 3rd and 1 again here. You know, the running game now all of a sudden coming alive, even though Vancouver's keeping up with the blitzing.
Yeah, they're doing really well at doing it, and I mean, you worded it perfectly. They can blitz as many as they want, and they might not be getting the sacks, but they're shutting down the run completely.
Bismarck right motions out to that left side. They'll go there 3rd time in a row. Jones with all kinds of room, chased down by Farnsey just barely before the pylon there. 1st and goal, going to be down right at about the 1.5 yard line here, and this running game suddenly has come alive as they get into the red zone.
Yeah, and I really, really like that play call there. If it was a design play or Ashley made the adjustment at the line, but there was so many people clamped up and just clumped together on the inside, just like we're seeing here, and they bounce it outside, and it works exactly how they needed it to.
They've gone off that left side the last 3 times in a row. They might have seen something. Richardson picks up the touchdown there. No reward for Brad Jones, unfortunately, but the backup fullback will get this lead back in the hands, or the claws, I should say, of the Scorpions.
Tony Richardson, who would have thought he'd be the first one in that Arizona backfield to get a touchdown on the day. And my goodness, what a time to do it. Punching it in the end zone and getting the lead back against the Vancouver Legion.
Talk about a switch up though, DJ. We've seen nothing but pass all game, and then all of a sudden Arizona hits you with the run combo, and it's a free touchdown for Arizona. Fantastic job, executing for this Arizona rushing game. They finally managed to really make their mark felt on this one.
Yeah, and I think in this, in the start of this half, they're already doing a much better job of choosing where to run the ball. They're more often than not, I think they were just coming onto the field with a designed run in mind. But now it seems like they're coming onto the field. They're taking a look at the defense. We saw it on that last drive, how there were so many clumped up in the middle, so they decided to bounce it out to the outside. And Brad Jones breaks one away and gets them within, the red zone. And they had a similar run getting it into the end zone with Richardson. They kind of see maybe a slight gap in the zone, and they just pound the rock into it, and they're really looking stout.
I mean, it's a fantastic chess match of a game being played right now between Andy Hamilton and Eddie Gage. I mean, the war of the minds going on the sidelines right now is absolutely fantastic to watch, as Killian will move in motion to the right side there. Has had his moment so far tonight, but definitely not at the level we've seen him be in games previously. They're going to have to ask him to step up. Brown steps up in the pocket and picks up the first down with a fantastic scramble. And I mean, we're talking about stepping up. Talk about a step up from your quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it here. So much pressure on his back, and he did his. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, looking like Lamar. He looked like Lamar in that old high school clip where he takes a step back and walks forward and gets a score. Right there, just looked so nonchalant with it. Really just slipping through his blockers and gaining the first down on a really nice run.
Beautifully executed play there for Vancouver, showing you don't need a running back to be a threat in the running game as they'll go up the middle. Bravado picking up a nice run, 7. And, it feels like the Vancouver rushing attack has been so varied. We've seen the pitches on the outside. We've seen the screens. We've seen the runs right up the middle. And there's one there that picks up a nice gain of 7.
Yeah, and it's really polar opposites when it comes to the run game. Arizona's really struggling with their yards per carry. And on the other side of it, Vancouver is thriving, getting so many rushing yards per attempt.
Pitch out, and McBride on the left side there picks up the first down, puts her shoulder into the defender, and says, "You're not taking me away from that first down marker, Everett Garrison. I'm picking it up."
Yeah, she got fired up tonight. Did something before the game it seems like she's just running angrier than usual, just barreling over people left, right, and center.
And she's doing stats right now too, DJ. I mean, she is the ultimate weapon X for this offense. As Bear comes into the backfield again here. Very interesting utilization for the rookie again. They'll pass it to him out of the backfield there. And a nice catch for Ezekiel Bear, brought down after a quick gain of 5 there.
That was a really interesting play design there. Ezekiel Bear, the one, ends up getting targeted on the little slant route there. And to Vancouver's credit, another thing they're doing really well is spreading out the love on these catches. Again, a polar opposite from Arizona's stat line.
Vancouver pitching it out to McBride there, who's got room in the stiff arm again, securing her that first down. She put it on to Rain Rie that time, and I mean, really, she has been excellent so far tonight. Really aggressive running, and she's always basically broken that first tackle.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite runs, Brandon. When you use the stiff arm and shove a defender into another defender. I love them so much, and I did it there.
3-man pressure. Killian down the middle of the field. Caught well down there. Brett Killian gets the reception there. And Arizona was expecting it, DJ. They only brought 3 there. They dropped everyone back in the zone. And still Christian Brown is able to absolutely put it on a rope to his best receiver.
Yeah, it had so many people in coverage, and what that causes is just not enough pressure on Christian Brown. It gives him all day to survey the defense and find BK exactly where he needed to hit him, wide open in the middle of the zone.
Legion marching down the field here. Very good drive so far from them. Christian Brown finds his receiver again. That's Lockett on the slant, picking up at least 15 there, dragging his corner assignment along with him for the ride there. First and goal now for Vancouver.
Yeah.
And again, man, Christian Brown has just been so elite today.
You took the exact words right out of my mouth. Ernest McCray getting dragged along, and they're just chugging along. Both of these squads really just such methodical drives.
Now, last time we were down here, DJ, we saw John Michael Sudduth get the target here. Do you think they're going to try and utilize his big frame again?
You know, it wouldn't surprise me, but maybe they don't need
McBride, the stiff arm to the pylon, touchdown! Ike McBride showing off here, running with heart, running with passion, and the Legion march all the way down the field and retake this lead.
Well, I guess now I can answer your question. They're not going to use that big frame, that they're going to use another one. Ike McBride showing the power, stiff-arming Rain Rie into the turf, says, taste that, and I'm going to take my taste of a touchdown in the end zone.
7 of 9 total drives tonight have resulted in a score. This one has been excellent so far. The only 2 that haven't actually, both been Vancouver punting the ball here. So really, you know, Arizona really, I'd argue, has been the better executor so far on offense, but Vancouver taking the 1-point lead here. This one has been an excellently close game. I can't believe the over-under was marked at 41.5 here. We're right under it now, and surely there's got to be more points in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine there would be with how these offenses are firing tonight, and Arizona certainly isn't going to, you know, put any less pressure onto the gas, and even if they aren't able to score, I'd almost bet my life that Vancouver is still going to be pedal to the floor and going for it all.
Folks, you are watching the Simulation Football League action here on the Virtual Football Network. This week, it's SFL tonight through Sunday. The UFL is back Monday and Tuesday. SFL M action returns Thursday, and SFL Week 9 kicks off next Friday with Mike and Gerald at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time right here on an exciting week in VFN. This has been the exciting game to crown that week so far tonight, DJ, as they'll pick up one.
Yeah, Jack Russell getting himself a nice tackle there, and he's getting really close to a milestone of his own that he might hit very soon in this game. And there's plenty of guys who are hitting really big milestones, and he might join the 1,000 tackle club very soon with Drew Hamilton.
I say we're hitting those milestones, like checking off a list right now. Jackson facing the pressure there. She had a receiver down the field there. Will Todd, again, it's off his hands the second time tonight he's been targeted, and the second time tonight he's unable to reel it in under pressure.
Yeah, you don't see that too often from Will Todd. You know,
No.
I mean, in this stacked receiving core, sometimes he tends to get, I wouldn't say outshined, but I mean, there's just so much people to share the love with. And when he gets those opportunities, he takes full advantage of, and tonight he's just not able to.
Jackson on the rollout over to the left side there. Punk had it in his hands and dropped it. Oh man, Blackman finally gets his due on TJ Punk there, breaking up the pass. Man, the Vancouver defense suddenly stiffens up here, and Arizona are going to be forced to punt for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I mean, talk about first punt. You know, TJ Punk's first drop, he was 6 for 6 for the longest time, finally drops one, and Vancouver, they looked like a completely different defense right there.
Short punt there, brought into Arizona territory there by Nakai at the 47-yard. DJ, how many likes do you think we have on this video so far?
Nowhere near enough.
Nowhere near enough. It's not enough. I know it. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you've got notifications on so you won't miss a minute of SFL and SFLM action, and help the channel grow through your support. If you're watching this game right now, I think we deserve it, because this has been an excellent exhibition of football here between two of the powerhouses of the league tonight, as Brown will drop back. So looking for Brett Killian there. Xavier Rowe is the one to break it up there, and really, you know, all of a sudden, DJ, it feels like these defenses have shifted into much more physical mindsets.
Yeah, absolutely. They kind of see the clock getting lower and lower and lower as the game holds on, and they look back at that scoreboard, and they're neck and neck at all times, and they kind of got to shift it into a second gear.
Still no turnovers in this one. You have to wonder if a turnover does come, that might be the deciding factor in this one so far tonight, because it's been so even all across the board here, as Brown will face 5 under pressure, but drops in the pocket and tries to throw it down the field. Pass broken up, 3rd and 10, as we've got a game update for you from SFL headquarters. Cam.
Thank you, Brandon. Both these teams keeping one eye on Washington tonight, a fellow West Division opponent. Charleston gets on the board late in the first half. Iman Kopech to Xavier Solomon. 10-7 Trident. They're just starting the third. Back to you.
Thank you, Cam. All the West teams involved in some tight games here tonight, as Brown's got plenty of time looking down the field. Finds Nick Locke. And that's a great catch there. Had 2 DBs surrounding him there and still manages to bring that one in.
And with that great catch, Nick Lockett hauling it in coverage. Going to get his 300th career reception for him. Congratulations, and what a time to get it.
I say we weren't kidding, DJ. We're notching off these milestones here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a list that we have to check off. At the end of 3, Vancouver leads it by 1, 21-20 over Arizona. Fantastic game. Don't go anywhere, folks. Take a deep breath, settle in, folks. Welcome back to Arizona here, or a final frame of what should be an excellent finish to this one. Brandon Walters alongside DJ Kilgannon in the booth with you tonight. Justin Reside and Ike McBride providing stats in the truck. That rhymes, as Cameron Irvine pushes the buttons for us at SFL. Intercepted by Arizona. A great pick there down the right sideline. Oh, he jukes one. He might go all the way. 50, 40, 30, 20. He's going to make it all the way. It's going to be a touchdown on the huge pick 6 there. Arizona stinks back. Touchdown. It's Adam Wiseman.
Wow. Wiseman showing what it's about. Brandon, you must be a mind reader. Turnovers would be the decider. Wiseman with a huge pick 6, making Eddie Gage proud, able to bring it back for 6. What a play.
Holy moly, Adam Wiseman, one of the big pickups in free agency for this defense, coming over from Indianapolis, being one of the leaders of this defense there. And he makes an absolutely massive play. His first interception of the season, goes back for 6, and Arizona takes the lead again at home, 27-21 over Vancouver. We have a great game on our hands here tonight. It's going to come down to the wire, DJ, I can tell you that.
Yeah, and not to mention Wiseman's first interception of the season, right? His first touchdown of his career. His a long 11-season career gets his first touchdown in such an important spot.
Oh man, I just said take a breath. I got to take about 5 more,
I need you to
TJ.
pinch me. I don't know if goodness gracious, just a dream game right now. This is shaping up to be, and as already is, just such an exciting matchup. My goodness.
Lordy. Christian Brown gets the opportunity to bounce right back here, and again, comes out in the empty set here, not afraid at all to sling this rock. They'll go short. Killian picks up 5 there. Swole says that Eddie ran with him into the end zone from the sideline, trying to get a little bit of that pick 6 glory from the coaching spot, I assume, as Killian gets over 100 yards in this one. We have 3 receivers right now over 100 yards in this game, DJ.
Golly. It doesn't surprise me. And look at this defensive look now for Arizona.
I know.
Looking like a wall.
Oh, McBride puts the stiff arm on Wiseman, but can't get any further than Everett Garrison, getting some vengeance for getting stiff armed a couple times in this one. 3rd and 3 now for Vancouver, and it feels like all of a sudden the momentum has shifted so hard. You got to try and maintain this offensive drive.
Yeah, absolutely have to. And I mean, they have plenty of time, but you're down now after a momentum swinging play, and one that's going to fire up the defense, surely.
10 in the box for Arizona again. Wiseman involved again there, make on Prado and shutting down that 3rd down run there. Looked like he might have got caught on the interior of the offensive line a little bit. 4th and 3 now, and almost certainly we're going to have to see Vancouver punt this ball away.
Yeah, they'd punt. If it was me, I'm going for it. I mean, I'm a strong gambler's mindset. I always think if you're down, go for it. But I know that's why I'm not a coach. Eddie Gage, a lot smarter than I am, going to punt it.
Chance to win, gets it down to the 41-yard line for TJ Punk, and Arizona will get to come back out here again here. And I think the question now, DJ, if you're Arizona, do you stick with what's worked with you in the running game, or do you try and, stick with what's really worked for you in the passing game? I feel like they've just managed to finally get that running game into a position you'd be comfortable with, but do you really want to lean on it now when Ashley Jackson's been so good?
If it's me, I think I'm leaning to that passing game. I really do, Brandon. I think you got to stick with what's been the most lethal.
Agreed. Go with your guns as Jones tries to spin and shimmy over there and picks up 2 on the right side before being brought down by Jack Russell. 8 minutes left to go in this one here, so almost certainly not going to be the last drive of the game. Vancouver should have a couple more chances to score here. The question remains whether or not Arizona can extend this 6-point lead, as they'll come out here 2nd and 8, 2 tight ends right side. They'll hand it off. Bismarck right. Oh man, shakes off a tackle, and the rookie of the season last season picks up a nice 1st down on the outside there.
Yeah, really nice run there. The fullback bouncing it to the outside, and a great block out there from one of those receivers. And
I think it was Punk.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. And shout out to Jack Russell on that last play. Was able to get his 9th tackle of the game. And talk about milestones, he's going to join Drew Hamilton in the 1,000 tackle club.
We're notching him off. We're notching him off, DJ. 1st and 10. They'll go with the same set again here. Jones putting the moves on. I'm not sure who he juked out there, but a nice little cut gets him 2 where he probably should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and right now, if you're Arizona, maybe the mindset is just try and chew off as much clock as possible, but regardless of how much they're able to chew off, I mean, we've seen Vancouver do it in short amounts of time. 3 minutes, I think we've seen is the shortest drive from them. They're going to be able to put points up.
Richardson buried in the backfield by Marquise Reed, his first tackle for loss of this one, and that comes at a clutch time here. 3rd and 9 now for this offense, which has been really good going down the field, and on 3rd down has been pretty efficient, but you got to really rely on your pass defense at this point. You got to try and get a stop, get the ball back in the hands of Christian Brown, as Jackson will roll out right side. That pressure in her face, and she throws it, and again, I think that's the 2nd time now we've seen that tip from Lister on the right side.
Yeah.
Looking for Simons again.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we saw last time. Might have been the same play. Simons would have had the touchdown last time if Lister didn't save it, and now he's going to do the same thing again. Maybe not a touchdown on that one, but arguably a bigger play than that one, because now you're getting the ball back and have a chance to put up some more points and cut into this lead and take the lead from Arizona.
Extreme case of deja vu going on here. Brooks Barnard, the punter, almost had it nailed on within the 5, and it will unfortunately just roll into the end zone. Touchback here, and Vancouver will get another chance from the 20-yard line. And this is probably shaping up to be the drive of the game here. If Vancouver can get down the field and score, they would retake the lead, score a touchdown at least. They would retake the lead and that pole position for the win here with probably not too much time left on the clock.
Yeah, Vancouver can do it if anybody can.
Brown, all kinds of time in the pocket. Looking left side. Killian, first down. Not sure why he was covered by a linebacker there, but it'll be, I think, Adam Wiseman maybe potentially, who's the one who gets the tackle.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like, yeah, you can kind of see it there. It's like maybe like a man zone sort of concept, because, I mean, there was the corner following him all the way across the field and Xavier Rowe, and you had the linebacker in the middle who's the one that ended up making the tackle. So, I mean, regardless, BK was able to hold on to it for a great catch.
I think that might have been Sean Moore actually there on the tackle. Either way, good job in the pass coverage from the linebacker. The one-handed catch, Lily Nakai, showing off a little bit of the flash and style there. And I mean, I've got to call that one the nice hands catch in the game, brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. Probably you don't want to hold your Retroid with one hand, though, like that.
Not like that. That looked so effortless.
It really did.
It looked like that was just some pitch and catch in the yard. And like when you're like, hey, Odell, me throw it up. I want a one-hand catcher. That's what that looked like, and made it look so effortless.
Lily Nakai, the smooth operator here tonight. They'll rush 3. Brown, all kinds of time in the pocket there on the right side. Bear making his another appearance there. He's been an excellent role player so far tonight for this offense and picks up a great first down on the right side there.
You know, Arizona, I like that they're, kind of banking on the pass game to come a little bit more, because we know it's going to. But what they're not doing is bringing a lot of bodies at the quarterback. They've already got 2 sacks in the game, and now they're starting to veer away from the blitzing. Maybe now they're going to change that narrative, but I'd like to see them bring a few extra bodies.
You'll get your wish here. They bring 5. Pressure from Wiseman on the backside there. Couldn't get in time, but either way, the pass broken up. Nice job by Rain Rie, the safety, coming down to provide the coverage there on that one. You saw Adam Wiseman was hunting for the 4 on the back of Christian Brown there. He was going to absolutely hammer him if he held on to that one any longer.
Yeah, I mean, they read my mind. Rie with a really good play, and they brought the extra men, made him get rid of it quickly, and that's exactly what they needed.
Brown in the gun here. We'll step back. Arizona bringing a lot of pressure there in his face, looking down the field. It's Sudeth again on the left side there, one-on-one with Wiseman, and the big tight end comes up clutch for Vancouver. First down and nearing the goal line.
Making it 3 for 3 with his longest catch of the day. Shout out to Christian Brown as well. Looking cool, calm, and collected in the pocket, was backing away from him like he had full control, and just threw off. I mean, it was at least a 8 or 9 step drop, and was able to still make a great pass.
You would not guess he threw a pick 6 on the last drive, DJ,
Absolutely.
by the way he's playing tonight. He's been absolutely cool as a cucumber. Bravado goes in motion out to the left side. They'll pitch it there. Ike McBride puts a man in the turf there. That was Rowe getting buried there. Wiseman is the one there on the cleanup job. And really, in the end, McBride will only get 1, but big physicality.
Golly, knocked Xavier Rowe back a few centuries. My goodness, that was the hardest hit of the night, and what a time to do it. Just kind of trying to demoralize the defense with a hit like that.
They'll run up the middle. Bravado had room, just
play
so close there to the end zone. I think it was Terrell Davis, the corner, who ends up making the tackle. Wiseman is there involved as well, but running up the middle there. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line here. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in this one. This could be a critical play here for Vancouver if they can punch it into the end zone. They'll pitch left side. McBride breaks a tackle, pushing Rowe. Oh man, Xavier Rowe the 3rd makes the tackle a half-inch short of the goal line here. 4th and goal. Do you think Vancouver's going to go for it?
I think they have to. I really do. And their defense has been stout, and they're not gonna.
They're going to call out the field goal unit here.
Oh, what do you think about that?
It could be a fake here, DJ. We'll have to wait and see. It's Hasselbeck in the backfield here, but they will kick it to win. Puts in the chip shot. Vancouver pulls it to within 3. 27-24 is the game here. 3.5 or so minutes left to go. And I mean, we've seen this run defense for the most part be stout so far tonight, DJ, but it feels like they're getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, I mean, they have to be at this point. And I mean, I know I said earlier that I usually go for the gamble, but in that scenario, I don't think my decision would have been too ill-advised. Vancouver's defense has looked tremendous, but what else has looked tremendous is the yards per carry for this running core. Every single runner has 4+ yards per carry, and they only needed 1 or 2 yards there.
Yeah, I really think, considering how well they've been running so far tonight, I'm surprised they didn't want to go for it. Maybe that stop by Rowe just kind of scared them off a little bit here.
Yeah.
There's no Monday
after that big hit.
Yeah, for sure. There's no Monday Night Spectacular this week, but Week 9 of the SFL kicks off Friday with the Matt Wilson Weekly Kickoff Show at 7:45 p.m. Eastern before 3 games around the league. Baltimore at these Arizona Scorpions at 8:30 Eastern, plus Mexico City at DC and Sin City at Houston in the late window starting at 10:15 Eastern right here on the Virtual Football Network. Jones picks up 5 there. Under 3 minutes left to go here. Let's all take a deep breath, folks. This could be a close end to this one. I told you it was going to be close, DJ.
Yep, you did. Read it like a book. And Brad Jones, if he can keep up with that 5 yards every attempt, that'll close it out. But it's going to be difficult against this front.
I say against the amount of pressure that they're bringing. Richardson will pick up the first down. The backup fullback has had an excellent game so far tonight. He's got a touchdown, and he's got quite a few key critical first downs in this one.
Yeah, he's looking like an unsung hero. I mean, somebody go claim that guy and bring him up, because my goodness, he's bringing it right now.
Whew. Fantastic running from the backup non-contracted running back here. I think a lot of teams might be looking sideways at the fact that Arizona doesn't have a second contracted running back, but really has not come back to bite them at all in this one. As they'll hand it off, Jones shakes a tackle, but brought down by one of the safeties. That would be Jack Russell making the tackle there after the gain of 1. 2 minutes left to go in this one. Arizona trying to close out a close win at home here. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back to a finish that's coming down to the wire here. Brandon Walters, Jake Kilgannon in the booth, Ike McBride and Justin Reside in our stats truck. Cameron Irvine producing from SFL headquarters. First down and 10 for Arizona. They need another first down or 2 to close out a huge win in the West Division there. Jones picks up the first down in 1, and Vancouver will be forced to call their first timeout here. They're going to have to stop them on the next set of downs.
Yep, they have to. And I mean, wow. I mean, Vancouver, and I'm not going to say it's a horrible decision. They trusted their defense, and there's still a chance that they stop them. They very easily could with how well they've been stopping the run. But so far right now, it's looking, like you said, maybe they are a little tired.
You have to remember, Brad Jones has also put the ball on the turf early in this game. Again, he shoves off a tackle from another linebacker. Russell again has to make the tackle, but it's already a 9-yard gain here. And if you're Vancouver now, you're really living on the edge. Yeah. Brad Jones, man, really has rebounded since early on in the game, fumbling the ball, was struggling to get yards, and he really has shown up as the game's gone on.
Yeah, showing up when it matters, and they're not gonna remember what you did in the win that was bad. They're gonna remember you showing up and getting the win when they need it.
Absolutely. 2nd and 1 here. Jones picks up the first down, and that will almost certainly seal out this win here. 1:40 left to go in this one, but Vancouver's final timeout off the board now, and Arizona in field goal range for starters, but they should be able to comfortably burn out the clock here, coming out in every team's favorite formation, the Victory V. And they're going to kneel this one out to close out an impressive, excellent win over the Vancouver Legion here at home. A tent-pole victory for their quest to get back into contention for the Western Division crown here, DJ.
Yeah, and shout out to Eddie Gage, shout out to Ashley, shout out to everybody on this Arizona squad. This is the Scorpion squad that we're used to, Brandon. These are the guys that we've seen in years past dominating the league. these are the guys we've been waiting to see reemerge from this 2-3 record that does not define them. And clearly right now, we're seeing that as they're beating the best team in the SFL.
Absolutely. I mean, just a fantastic game all around here. Arizona really has executed phenomenally so far tonight. I mean, a lot of praise to go around for all of the players here on both sides. I mean, it's been an excellent game, really. I don't think you can point to any particular player and say that they had a bad game tonight. But let's take a quick look at the upcoming opponents for both these teams. Vancouver heads into their second bye week at 5-2 after this loss, and then they'll get to go play Los Angeles away from home over in LA. That should be a good rebound chance for them. Meanwhile, Arizona gets to host Baltimore, the next big team coming into Fatality Field here, and the Scorpions really trying to rebound here and put themselves back into contention for this Western Division. You know, Vancouver and Washington so far have had the best of things, but Arizona always a threat.
Yeah, I mean, always. And those Scorpions stinging the hearts of all those Vancouver fans, and certainly not going to slow them down. We know these guys are going to come back next week playing harder than ever after 1 or 2 losses on the season. In Arizona, they're going to go into that bye with new life, and we know they're going to come back after that bye playing harder than ever.
Absolutely. Final whistle goes here at Fatality Field. A 27-24 win for the Scorpions. Eddie Gage with the $10 super chat. You know he's screaming it from the sideline. Arizona, he loves y'all. A fantastic game here for the Scorpions. They come out with a clutch win over the Vancouver Legion. It was an excellent game. I mean, really super even. Looking at the stats here, both teams really not much to separate them. I think there was a couple of huge plays that really defined this one. But I'd like to get a player of the game from you, DJ.
I would love to be a little different and give it to the O-line, but Ashley, just showed up. With the Ashley Jackson of old and the Ashley Jackson, we all know she could be just completely dominated.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Adam Wiseman, the pick six there. Really the key play that turned the game on its head. The only turnover in this one. Eddie Gage giving the game ball to Ashley Jackson. The Red C for no sacks given up, and Adam Wiseman with the pick six as well. So the coach agreeing with the assessments from the booth here. But, whew, man, fantastic one here.
Yeah.
I think we've all got to go away and catch our breath here. But,
Absolutely.
For my partner, DJ Kilgannon, for Ike McBride, Justin Reside, Cameron Irvine, I'm Brandon Walters saying so long, folks. You have a great Sunday night.